Early on in the course, we talk about why people have different viewpoints on environmental issues. We talk about worldviews and values. I show a film about a controversy in the past about the damming of Yosemite National Park that involved policymakers with different viewpoints. So we get the different viewpoints out in the open, and I actually ask the students where they stand, what their worldviews are. I give them hypothetical environmental problems to see what decisions they'd make. And it's fairly straightforward to get people in general to commit to different worldviews. The danger with that is that you might draw battle lines once you get people to commit to a certain viewpoint. So when it comes to issues like climate change or genetically modified organisms or environmental regulation or oil drilling or any of the many different issues where there are strong opinions and different sides, I try and be a fact broker. I try and show the students the causal connections and help them understand how human activities will affect the economy, the environment, human health, etc. But when it comes to sort of encouraging students to be better citizens of the planet, I have a trick up my sleeve, and that is to invite some guest speakers. And that's actually another advantage of a big class. There's 450 voting constituents, 450 people who can contribute to an environmental organization. So I found it fairly easy to get some pretty interesting people to come to talk to my Environmental Science 101 class. And I let them talk about whatever they want. And the students know up front that they may have an agenda, and they can push it if they want to. And I can be sort of the fact broker, helping students understand the science behind the topic, and then I'll bring in the Vice President for Fish from the Ocean Conservancy. So I've had someone from Conservation Northwest come and talk about wildlife issues and habitat issues in Whatcom County or in the state. In that way, not only do students get a sense for the passion that some people have for the subject, but that the students see how the topics we discuss in class actually affect what is happening in the broader world. They learn from politicians or people who are doing environmental conservation, and they can see that there are people who are actually taking the principles and running with them and making an impact on our planet. And I love it when students come up after class to the guest speaker and they carry on the conversation after class. So I address controversial issues by starting with a philosophical foundation that recognizes that the validity of different viewpoints. Recognizing also that regardless of your point of view, protecting the environment is important. And then when it comes to specific controversial issues, I bring the advocates in and I let the students sort out for themselves whether they agree with them or not.